Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Tony Denaro channel. Tonight we are watching the debate you've all been waiting for. Apefather versus Strongman Personal Finance. How's everybody doing tonight? I know it's not been a great day in the markets the past 2 days. Let's have a little fun tonight. I've got a bingo card set up. I'll show you guys that in just a second. I'm going to be playing along, having some shots. If they call out any words on the bingo card, I want you guys to help me score the debate. Let me know when somebody lands a body blow. And you can play along on the bingo drinking game if you'd like to. I'll show you the bingo card here in just a second. They are warming up backstage. This is actually live streaming on Strongman's channel, but we're doing the watch party here. We're doing the watch party here. You could watch it on Strongman Personal Finance channel. I think I saw a couple of other, at least one other channel was doing a watch party. Copycats. But they don't have bingo drinking games. How many times do you think Richie is going to say, this isn't a stock? It's not a stock, Chris. It's a movement. I don't know. Tindy. How many folks do we have in the chat here? All right, I'm going to put up the bingo card in about 3 minutes, and then we'll put it up again right before they go live. Let's do a preview of what's on the bingo card. If you're playing the drinking game, I picked out some words. I tried to match them evenly between what I think Chris might say and what I think the Apefather might say. We've got index funds, AMC, bedpan. If Richie's going for a low blow, he's going to call him bedpan finance. Portfolio, Pluto, Moas, chicken wings, Gamestop, entertainer. I'm an entertainer. Tax advantaged account, short squeeze, bogglehead, Adam Aaron, financial advisor, dark pool, YOLO, generational wealth, grifter, stock split, Ryan Cohen, synthetic shares, Italian, GME. That's not a duplicate. I'm giving them 2 chances. And again, going really low blow, he's going to bring up diapers. He's going to bring up diapers because he always says that Chris, with his index funds, can't afford chicken wings or diapers. Steven says, my girlfriend says that technical analysis is astrology for men. Funny. I like that. I don't disagree, Chris. Tindy times playing with Bud Light. All I got is this big ass bottle of Patron, Tindy. We don't got no beer stocked up in here. And yes, Tindy, I am a little worried. I might have to tap out early on that bingo game. I definitely cannot do a shot. If they manage to call out every single word on that card, I'll be dead. How much do you want to bet that Apefather will try and eat Chris? I did, in preparation for today's debate, I watched a couple of Apefather's videos from last night. The dude, man, my man can eat. I'm serious, Apefather. If you watch this on replay, the future of your channel is in food. Just make your channel a daily 10,000 calorie challenge. Watch me eat 10,000 calories. People would pay you to watch that. My man went to a movie. They had nachos and popcorn and everything with the family yesterday, Apefather. Then they went to Mexican food where I saw that he had chicken and steak fajitas, some quesadillas, chips with guacamole. And then a couple hours later, he went to a late night run to McDonald's for 4 Big Macs, 3 cheeseburgers, and 4 large fries, plus 40 chicken nuggets. My man can eat. Richie is the undisputed eating champion in the ape community. That was all in the span of about 6 hours. And Tindy Time, I don't know if you ever watch his McDonald's, like, well, look at this spread I got you guys. He shows you every single French fries. Here's one fries. Here's a second fries. They're all laid out. We can already see them, but he holds each one up to the camera. It's good humor. Opens up every Big Mac for you so you can inspect it. Bigum's in the house. What's up, my man? Seriously, I mean, his channel is struggling a little bit with AMC content, but my man could be rich if he just plays to his strengths and converts his content to a 10,000 calorie a day food challenge. He already loves to do it. He's an expert at it. He doesn't have to do any due diligence. He could sing, play piano, eat in the bathtub, whatever the fuck he wants. And people would watch it. I guarantee it. And he wouldn't have to be doing 40 videos a day. Apefather. Most people I charge for this advice, but for you, my friend, that little bit of advice is free. Bigums says, would love for you to come on a stream with me and Boss Blunts and Randall. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you guys are ready, just let me know. John Curtis says, dude is one tick away from a heart attack. That is my biggest fear for my good friend, the Apefather. 6 minutes and 50 seconds. My biggest fear is that when the MOAS happens, he's going to be 3 deep in the Big Macs, have a coronary, and then it's just his wife in the minivan and a few $1 million. All that work, all that fussing, all that ranting. And for what? A heart attack because you're a food addict. I'm not calling him a food addict. He calls himself that. So Teddy Zane in the house. What is up, my friend? Teddy, I don't know. Do you ever check Twitter? I've sent you a few messages, try and get you on the channel and swap some ideas on a live stream. Teddy says, Apefather needs a 2-week vacation. He needs a vacation from food. We'll put him on the keto diet. How about that? High protein, low carbs. This debate, guys, has been a long time coming. If you don't know the whole beef between these two guys, I'm going to give you the quick rundown. Apefather is an entertainer. He knows nothing about stocks. He epitomizes the emotional investor, often buying at the top, selling at the bottom, doubting himself, changing midstream. Chris, Strongman Finance, is a certified public accountant and author of a book that he sells on Amazon. About 10 per month, he says. And Chris does not like short squeeze stocks or any risky stocks. He's got about 90 to 95% of his portfolio in index funds, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like conservative investing, index funds are the perfect vehicle for many, many people. Some of us like having risky plays as part of our portfolio. Chris does not. Although I did see that he recently bought some Alibaba. Not so sure about that one. Not so sure about that. I guess he didn't watch my Chinese stocks video set. Click Kitty says, I understand the food addict idea. I had to go keto, lost 20 pounds in a month. You know, quite often in our Discord, Click Kitty, the topic turns to keto and nutritional eating. You'd be surprised. We don't just talk stocks. 24 hours a day, that chat is going just about. Not everybody wants to talk stocks the entire time. And there are some of us that are interested in nutritional eating and health. So you can get a little bit of keto advice over there too. Sam says, Bigums, make sure KC Shaw and Pantheon are there with Tony too. Yes, those are two excellent gentlemen as well. KC Shaw and Pantheon. I fell asleep listening to Pantheon last night. I tuned in around midnight, made a comment, and I was waiting for him to get to my comment. He was reading comments from 30 minutes before I made mine. I was like, oh, I hope I can stay awake till he finally gets to my comments. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you've ever listened to Pantheon, he's always running a little bit behind on the comments. At any rate, I fell asleep and I did wake up for a few minutes and I heard my name and I fell right back asleep. So I'm going to have to go back and hear what he said. Long day yesterday. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go to the big debate. Hopefully they both show up. There was a debate scheduled allegedly by the Apefather without any coordination 3 months ago, and he was trying to do it on what's his buddy's name? The other channel where he hosts things. Tried to do it on that channel, and Chris did not show up. What do I expect? I expect, based on previous viewings of these gentlemen, now I did watch Chris debate Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin actually came on Strongman's channel a couple months ago. They had a pretty civil and educated debate. I think the general consensus was that Meet Kevin won. Apefather, as you know, recently debated Commander 35. And I had no idea going into that who was going to win, but Apefather clearly won that one. Commander 35 did not show up with any hard-hitting blows, which I was a little surprised by. But I had to give the win to Apefather on that. Tonight, Telly's channel is where they tried to do it before. Tonight, I don't know what to expect. I want you guys to help me grade it. One more time, if you're playing the shot game with me, I'll be flashing this up. We've got index funds, AMC, Bedpan Portfolio, Pluto, MOAS, Chicken Wings, GameStop, Entertainer, Tax Advantage Account, and so on. Let me see if I can print this out. Since I have it covered up. Who is Apefather? Beverly, he is a YouTuber out of hailing from Atlantic City, Jersey Shore. Here we go. Let me make sure. Can you guys hear this?
Absolutely. Many times.
Can you guys hear that okay?
And newly GameStop. Newly GameStop. I have both.
No sound. All right, let me see if I can fix it.
So I heard you recently transitioned over to GameStop. I want you to tell me why, when you started buying GameStop and how much.
Okay, well, let me first of all say that I didn't transition.
How about now?
I have 3,400 shares of AMC now. Yes, I bought AMC at a very low high price, around $53 a share, which wasn't cheap. I'll get into why I did that later, but GameStop 155. Not too many shares. Honestly, I started with 20 and I just bought another 20, so I have 40 shares. Now I'm slowly building it up.
I'm a little confused, man. Like, I thought you were the AMC 8. You're the leader of the 8 movement. Why are you switching over to GameStop? What's going on with that?
When I grew up in Brooklyn, right, it was either you were a Yankee fan or you were a Met fan. A lot of my friends, I saw these guys would knock each other out. Same thing with the Giants and the Jets. And it's stupid. We're all from New York. I'm trying to make them, in my opinion, GameStop, they're apes. You understand?
GameStop. He said GameStop. I got a drink.
Are apes. They're retail investors. We're fighting.
Shit, he said AMC already too.
So, to me, we're brothers in arms. And anybody who thinks otherwise is just dumb. Sorry. We're on the same team. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm not so sure about that, man. I mean, I think we look the same people, but I think we approach it in an entirely different way. Now,
you want to know what the difference is? All right, and this is going to be bad.
2 shots in the first 5 minutes. Holy shit.
Give you a lot of ammunition. The difference is, I feel fundamentally, GameStop is doing a lot better than AMC, and it's because of Ryan Cohen, great management team. I feel they have a lot of stuff going on that AMC doesn't, and I've expressed my anger, okay, to AMC corporate. I'm very disappointed in Adam. I really, I feel the guy, he set himself up for his retirement. He left us holding the bag. He really did. I mean, listen, you have to understand, which we're going to get into later, is the difference between being an AMC for the MOAS, okay, for what we're going to talk about, for a movement, and actually buying it based on its fundamentals, which is what I think you think I'm doing, which is not accurate. We're not in AMC for its fundamentals.
No, I know you're not buying AMC for the fundamentals. Okay, 100% I know that. What I do believe is that you're making a massive error, and I think you're going to lose all of your freaking money. So instead of buying,
I don't think so.
Well,
you want me to prove you wrong?
Prove me wrong.
You want me to prove you wrong? I mean, I know we have a long debate, but okay. You can you deny this? Tell me the truth. Ryan Cohen turned $73 million into $1.2 billion. Can you deny that? Yes or no?
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Ryan Cohen is? He's the chairman of GameStop. He's the founder of Chewy. He bought GameStop around $8. He wrote it up to, I don't know. No one knows. I mean, I don't know his business, but I can tell you this much. It was reported that he turned $73 million into $1.2 billion. Now, I don't care what index fund you're investing in. You're never going to see gains like that, bro. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, when you say I'm not going to see gains like that, and that's 100% true. I'm not going to. But what I am saying is the vast majority of people that are buying AMC and GameStop right now, they're buying in based on FOMO. They saw the run up, and as retail traders, they said, "Oh, the stock went up. I'm going to buy it now," kind of like you did. And what happens is the stock eventually returns to its fundamentals, and you lose all your freaking money. So sure, you can point to somebody and say, "Hey, this one guy, he bought in a business. See how much money he made, and that beats an index." But you're being very selective in when you're saying people are buying the stock. I bet you the vast majority of people that are buying AMC and GameStop bought it closer to the top. And now they're down massively, and they're just praying it goes up with this MOAS, which I think is a false hope.
See, the thing about me that separates me from a lot of the AMC apes is I'm a fighter. And, unfortunately, a lot of the apes, they just want to buy and hold. That's it. They don't want to fight. See, I'm a type of guy, I want to go to Gary Gensel's office. I want to scream in his face. Seriously. Because he's Gary to me. I renamed him Gary the Gimp Gensler. Have you ever seen the movie Pulp Fiction?
A long time ago. I don't remember it.
Okay, the ball in the mouth with Bruce Willis?
I should have put Gary Gensler on the bingo card. I forgot about that one.
He's got his hands tied behind his back. He's under the table. I call him Gary under the table Gensler because he doesn't do his job. You have to understand what's going on at AMC is cheating. It's manipulation. Okay, let me just say this right off the bat. Did you see what happened when AMC shot up to $34? We're at $18. Now you're going to try to make me understand these are all ape selling. So in other words, we went from $34 all the way down in a matter of what? Less than a week? Like what was it, a week? A week ago we were at $34. So we went from $34 to $18 based on what profit taking? Do you believe that?
Oh, 100%. So think about it this way.
No.
Let's say you're an 8 that you FOMO bought at the top, like a lot of people did, and you did, and you lost a ton of money. You're down, what, 50, 60, 70%. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
If the stock goes back up, some people are like, hey, I can recuperate my gains or at least minimize my losses. So now that the stock's gone up to 35 or whatever, now I'm going to sell, and at least I didn't lose 60%. Maybe I only lost 30%. So 100%, I think it's a lot of people taking profits. And they're taking losses, and smaller losses. But
see, you want to know what it is? You have to look at it through my eyes, and I know you never will. I'm in this because I truly believe that there are using, if not, listen to me, billions, potentially trillions of fake synthetic shares. What we have to do is prove it somehow. We have to get out this manipulation and this corruption that's going on. And the only way that I see is we need awareness. See, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of people in my family that are like you, okay? My wife's father, he's a multimillionaire, okay? And he invests in index funds. You would love this guy. You would be his best friend. And he never heard of Ken Griffin. Like we were sitting down having dinner, and I was like, have you ever heard of Citadel, Ken Griffin? No. So what I'm trying to make the AMC apes understand, and even the Gamestop apes, is a majority of Wall Street don't know about the corruption. You maybe don't even know what's going on. But I assure you, they've been cheating for years. Listen, look at 2008. Do you know how close Ken Griffin was to bankruptcy? He was finished. Okay, the guy continues to cheat. He has like a monopoly going on with payment for order flow. I don't know if you know this. He's making money on every trade on Robinhood, on Webull, on TD Ameritrade, on E-Trade, on Charles Schwab. And that's why I'm telling apes, the first step is stop trading on payment order flow platforms. I'm on Fidelity, Active Trade Pro, okay? And then the second thing we have to do is we got to build awareness. And that's why I'm all for protesting. I mean, listen, peacefully. You know, people think that I'm like Black Lives Matter. You know, they think I want to blow up buildings, blow up cars. No, peaceful protest. But we got to get the word out there. So I'll let you take over.
I just think it's a massive conspiracy. Now, in my mind, even if there's cheating going on in the stock market, which I admit, I'm sure there's potentially ways you can manipulate the market. But in my opinion, I don't care because I'm buying the index. I'm depriving Wall Street. I'm fighting Wall Street by buying an index and depriving them of money. So if Wall Street is manipulating one stock, a dime feeder company or GameStop, I don't care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But what's happening is people are buying into this narrative that, oh, we got to fight the man. They're screwing us. We're going to get back at them and take them down.
This is where I got to get medieval on your ass now. Are you ready, though? I got to pull a Marcellus Wallace on you now. I don't want to do it, but you're asking for it for what you just said. See, there's a difference. Okay. There's a difference between me and you. And I'm going to tell you what it is. I do everything in a very big, large way. I do things, you understand? So you might think it's stupid, but like, for instance, my dinner today costs more than your car. You understand? Like the dinner I had today. And if you don't believe it, I'll tell you what. I will actually put you on the phone. No, but hear me out. I will put you on the phone with the owner of Zanos. Listen to me, the owner of Zanos, who actually has my picture on his wall. Because I put his kids through college. That's how much food I buy there. So now let me explain to you, you're probably saying, like, what is he talking about? I go into things for big results. I'm not interested in making 5% or 8% a year. And I'm willing to take, because I understand that when you go for a grand slam home run, that you can lose everything. I already mentally prepared myself for that. So that's why, can I tell you what I did? And this is just, what's actually not between me and you, because we're going live, right? So it's actually open to everybody. I invest very heavily in gold as a hedge against my investments in AMC and GameStop. And my father, you know, see, people have this impression that I got an inheritance from my father made it perfectly clear he wanted $500,000 to go to his grandchildren. And we have a trust set up that at the age of 21, they're inheriting that money. So the money that I have, I earned. Now, because you always ask me, what do I do for a living? I've been working for over 20 years in sales, various sales, real estate. I've worked for a major real estate development, a marketing firm in Manhattan. I just don't want to reveal the name because the owner might get mad. You follow what I'm saying? But it's a listen. You can look me up. Don't worry about it. But you can look me up online. I was a manager at Finney's Third. I mean, you know, I worked in sales. My experience is sales. And I've accumulated, you know, a pretty respectable amount of money. I would say the majority of my holdings right now is actually in gold and silver. But, you know, I did put a chunk of my money. And the reason why I call it my life savings is because the gold to me is long term. That I'm not like gold to me, I'm not looking to make a fortune. It's funny what's happening with Russia now. That you heard what's happening now with the, you know, they're putting gold into the currency.
He's shown like 5 silver bars that he pulled out of his dresser the other night. He didn't show any gold. I don't believe that. All his money's tied up in gold and silver. Don't believe it. Don't believe it.
The Omicron, everything happening, you know, gold is supposed to be when the world is doing bad. Gold technically is supposed to be going up. It's a hedge. And so that's my protection. Because I know you think I'm a stupid bastard. Like, let's be honest. Like, you think I'm dumb. Here's what you don't understand. Sure, man, listen. Like you, my minivan, you know the funny minivan? It's paid off in full. I have no note. I'll prove it to you. I'll show you the title. And you'll see on the title that there's...
I had minivan on the bingo card, but I took it off. Yeah, it's gone.
I have a very small mortgage on it. It's worth $500,000. I have gold. I have silver. I do have cash on hand. Okay, but I took a risk. I took a risk with AMC and GameStop, and I took a big risk. I started with close to 200,000, and right now I'm down. Yes, like you said, about 70%, and it does suck. But remember, it's only on paper. It's on paper. It's not an actual.
I don't understand. Okay, if you think AMC is going to mow us, right? It's going to go to 10,000, 100,000. Why not just put like 5% of your wealth into it? Because even if you only put a small percentage of your money into it, you're going to make a freaking fortune, assuming... Because
I want generational wealth. Say it. Say it.
I'm a psycho.
I don't know.
Who else eats out every night that you know? Do you have a friend of yours that spends $2,000 a week on food?
Not that I know of.
Well, guess what? Let me introduce myself to you, okay? The Apefather does that. And the reason why I do it, let me explain to you why. I know you think it's completely dumb, but would you agree that life is short? Listen, we don't know how long we are on this earth. I'll give you an example. A very good friend of mine passed away from the coronavirus, 54 years old. And this was a guy like you. He went to the gym, he worked out every day, he was completely healthy, right? Just like that, right? And he passed away. And you know what I say to my wife, who I don't know if you know this, my wife has breast cancer. She worked in 9/11 during the World Trade Center, and unfortunately, of no fault of her own, because of the toxins in the air, contracted breast cancer that led to stage 4. So my point is this: God bless my wife. I love her with all my heart and my soul. I want to enjoy my life. You understand? So that's why we're going to Florida in another week or so. We're probably going to go to Disney. And I enjoy life, but I do make sure my family's taking care of Strongman Finance. Okay, we have a house.
I'm not disputing that you do, but
well, because like sometimes you make the impression that my family is struggling, or we're not struggling.
I never said you guys are struggling. Well, I think you are desperate a little bit because AMC has been so decimated, and you have such a massive position that if it keeps going down, I mean, you've lost everything. But I mean.
I got a lot of heat from the apes. And when I say the apes, the AMC apes. See, what I was trying to preach to them is hold your AMC. Don't buy AMC anymore. Focus on buying GameStop. And the reason why I say this, I just have a feeling based on, they just signed a partnership with Loopring. They're going into the NFT market. The NFT market is proving to be the future. I don't know how much you know about the NFT market.
We're even started.
All right. I owe 5 shots to the bingo card. This is number 3.
You have shiny rocks. You have gold and silver. And now you want to invest in AMC or GameStop and freaking NFTs. These are all either shiny rocks or massive freaking bubbles that were briefly popular for a certain period of time.
Briefly popular. GameStop made history. You see, you're talking about, but this is the thing. You're talking about it like it was a mere bag of shells. What GameStop did, what it accomplished, it never happened before in history. You understand? What are you talking about? They knocked Melvin on their ass. Okay, Melvin is finished. Okay, and let me tell you something. And let me say this. Let me just say one last thing. Because of what we did, hear me out. They had to cheat Robinhood. Because I don't know if you know the history. On January 28th, they had to actually shut off the buy button. They were allowing the hedge funds to trade normal. The hedge funds could do whatever they want. They could buy, they could sell. They stopped the retail investor from buying. And let me tell you something. By doing that, I believe that GameStop would have went much higher. GameStop would have probably went, in my opinion, into 10,000, 20,000 a share. I know you think that's nuts. There was so much momentum. They stopped it. And let me tell you something. They also stopped it with AMC. But what pisses me off is the difference is at least you get a guy like Ryan Cohen who's holding the line with his GameStop apes. And I just don't think Adam Aaron is doing that. And fundamentally, GameStop, like, here's another thing. They're announcing a stock split. I know you know about Amazon as well. But there's a stock split. And let me tell you something. If GameStop goes down to a low enough price, I think that could even cause the MOS because people can't afford GameStop right now. Even though it went down, it's very expensive. Imagine if it goes down to a reasonable price. That would load up the boat.
What a stock split is.
I know it's equal to the cash, but it's still, I understand that, but it's a psychological thing. It's like, I'll give you an example. When I saw Apple, it had the 4-to-1 split. I bought Apple, you know, though, when I saw it go into the $100 range, like 140, I understand it's just the same amount of money, but it's just psychologically, you feel, and look at what happened to Tesla. Look at what happened to Tesla when Tesla split. I said it to my wife, okay, I'll say this briefly. I owned Tesla in 2020. I bought around 450. Like an idiot, I made like 10 or 15 grand on it. I sold it like whatever when it got into the 700 range, thinking it was going to freaking fall. Everyone was betting against it. Every short player, short seller, but Elon Musk kicked ass, man.
Did he say Adam Aaron? Are you serious? I am screwed.
So all the way over 1,000 again. And let me tell you something. That's what I believe could happen with AMC. GameStop is the same thing.
Did he say Adam Aaron for real?
Like Jim Cronus. You understand? We're battling people like Ken Griffin who are betting against this stock. But do you know how many AMC apes are invested? 10 million worldwide. Do you know that?
Yeah. How do you verify that fact? Yeah. How do you know there's 10 million apes? Number one.
You want to know what it is? Listen to me. I get contacted by a lot of people. Listen. I'm not like Trey. Unfortunately, I don't have 300, 400,000 subscribers. What was that?
You talk to 10 million people.
No.
I got 3 shots in out of 7. Great.
From all around the world.
I'm gonna die
Like,
tonight.
people contact me. They're like, Apefather, I'm, whatever, from Africa. I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm from England. I'm from, and I'm telling you, that's putting the faith, at least to me, this is a world. See, this is worldwide. This is not just America. This is worldwide. And Gary Gensler is not going to screw the retail investor. Because let me tell you something. There's going to be anarchy on the streets if he does. And I'm surprised. You want to know the truth? I'm ready to protest right now. I'm ready to go to Washington. I will announce this on your channel. I am ready to protest. But it's like it amazes me that the AMC apes, they're not following me. Like I want to be like Mussolini. You know Mussolini, the March of Rome?
40 videos a
I want
day.
to be that guy. Like I want to march to the White House. I want to have 10,000 apes.
No one wants to watch 40 videos a day. Come on, man.
You gotta up your game on that, man. Because last time that was a freaking disaster.
But I wasn't. Listen, let me be perfectly honest with you. I'm the cheerleader. You know what I am? I'm the guy screaming. I'm the guy causing commotion. They say, why don't you make up signs? The Apefather doesn't make up signs. The Apefather is screaming at the top of his lungs. You understand? What I wanted you guys to do, the AMC apes, was go behind me, and you were supposed to bring the signs. I was telling all of them this, but I see that's the thing I can't figure out about the AMC apes. Why are they not angry like me? Why are they not pissed? Why don't they want to protest? What's wrong with these people? See, you asked me a question earlier, why I went into GameStop. That's one of the reasons. Because I see a lot more conviction in the GameStop investors, I hate to say it, than the AMC investors. They're getting very frustrated. They're losing, their confidence and their conviction. I try to pump them up, but one guy said he wanted to kill himself. Can you believe this? Jesus Hernandez. He actually said, hey, Father, I'm going to kill myself tonight. I make a video to stop him. He scared me. It's crazy, man.
Well, I think the problem is a lot of people have rage at Wall Street, especially after the financial crisis in 2008, 2009. oh, Wall Street almost crashed the economy with their gambling. And I think what the AMC movement is doing is it's kind of directing that anger. It's focusing in on a certain segment of the market, on one hedge fund. But what you're not understanding is, even if you cause some kind of short squeeze or you take out one hedge fund, you're not going to change the financial system. You're not going to make any difference whatsoever. So to me, the movement is built on a bunch of lies. And I also think a lot of people that got into GameStop early, they're the ones that want to keep this movement going because they're the ones that are
Woo!
The vast majority of people that bought into AMC, I guarantee you, they bought it at the top and they are down massively. So
You know who's going to cause the MOAS?
nothing's going to
Me.
cause the MOAS.
No, I'm going to cause the MOAS, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to do it single-handedly, without the help of the AMC apes. Because I don't know if you've been noticing this, I'm making a lot of videos. Now, you want to hear more corruption? It's YouTube. YouTube, listen to me. You have to understand, okay? I respect you on your channel, okay, because you had me on here. I'm going to call you Strongman, even though technically you're bedpan. I think you're $16 chicken wing finance. But chicken wing! Respectful. Shit! That's the new name I came up with. $17. Let me ask you a question. Can we talk about that for a second? Let's cut the
Fucking two more. I'm gonna tonight.
$20 in cash on you.
No.
You want to make your coworker put $17 on his credit card?
I did.
For what?
It's because I
How do you-
have no money. I should have
No, but I really want to ask you that. But now let me ask you this. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt the first time. But then the second time he comes to you, you still don't have the cash on you. So it was right. The second time you then went to the ATM.
You got me figured out, man. No, but
Come on, $20.
Okay, we can't get too distracted. I want to focus on what you're actually trying to accomplish, what you think you're going to accomplish, and if it's actually going to make a difference long run. Because I can tell you, I have a solution that actually takes on Wall Street and that will actually screw over hedge funds. But nobody wants to listen to me.
Tell me, I'll listen.
They want to buy AMC at the top at 50 or 40 and then lose all their freaking money. So what are you trying to accomplish? What are you so angry about?
You want to know what the truth is? This is not just a money play for me, because I have money. I really do. Like, I'm secure. To me, I want to make money, though. I'm not, listen, don't let me kid you. I want the MOAS. I want to make money, but I want to make a difference. I want to, like you said, I want to change things for the better. This is a movement. I would love to see Ken Griffin in an orange suit. I would love to see that Mo Heffer in jail. I know that might not happen because he's so damn powerful and influential, but I would at least like him to be called out, where we can look. It happened to Bernie Madoff. See, people forget that Bernie Madoff was the chairman of NASDAQ. This guy was untouchable. He was like Al Capone. And you know what?
Wait, is that true? Bernie Madoff was the chairman of NASDAQ? Is that a fact? How did I not know that?
What is that going to, let's say you take out one hedge fund, you put Ken Griffin away, whatever. What is that going to change?
It's going to, listen to me. It's just like, look at the Me Too movement with women, like, look, I have to tell you the truth. My wife even said it. Like, there was a time, I don't want to get personal. I went to the New York Stock Exchange. I had to pull a Robert Denaro move on one of her lawyers. The lawyer got a little, this is when she was younger. The lawyer got a little cute with it. You understand? He was like, oh, look at that sexy ass. You understand what I'm trying to say? So this stuff has been going on where people of power, you understand, whether they would be a CEO or whether they would be a vice president, they would treat women with disrespect. Look at what's happening today. The most powerful men in the world, Harvey Weinstein, right? Even Donald Trump. The most powerful people in the world have now had to either apologize or address how they respect and treat women. That never happened before. But you see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to do. I want the hedge funds to know they cannot take advantage.
The Apefather's best strength I've noticed in his debates is he never gives his opponent a chance to talk.
You guys did, the AMC, the apes, whatever. You did catch one hedge fund with their pants down. They got freaking wrecked. I'm not going to deny that. But you don't think now that all these hedge funds are playing the opposite side of the trade and potentially manipulating the market to make a lot of money? Do you think that's any kind of possibility?
No, 100%. But you know what I believe? The person who needs to be investigated is Gary Gensler. Like, if I was the Department of Justice, and I say this all the time, stop investigating Citadel, stop investigating Melvin, investigate Gary Gensler, because it's his job, ultimately, to find the corruption and to end the corruption, but it's like he's not doing anything. And it's so blatantly obvious that, listen, I know we disagree on this, but I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, I can't prove it, but there is use of synthetic shares. This is not, listen,
Synthetic shares.
Adam Aaron claims that we own 90%. This is what he said recently. He says that the AMC own 90% of the float. Now, none of us believe him. And we're all demanding for a share recount, which that, Mama Lou Pocono won't do. But the thing is, if we own 90%, we know for
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well over 20%. So there's proof of synthetics right there, you see? Just based on what our CEO is saying. We own 90% of the float. Institutions own well over 20%. That's proof of synthetics. And there's another thing. You want to hear something that I find amazing? People could buy right now AMC, like Elon Musk. I'm not even kidding you. Could go right now and buy like 200 million shares. And this is the thing you have to ask yourself. Where are these shares coming from? Right, Strongman, right? Where I'm telling you right now, look, as a test one time, you know what I did? I want to give a shout out to my friend Dave. He's the Los Angeles bodyguard. I promised him. He's in Paramount Studios right now watching this. He's a bodyguard for all the celebrities. So Dave one time did a test. He had a very big, powerful person in Hollywood who actually wanted to invest in AMC, and he was able to buy a very large amount.
If you're playing the bingo game, you're already 10 shots or 10 beers in. Tindy time. How you doing, Tindy time?
We own 90%. Institutions own over 20%. Yeah, you could go today and buy 100,000 shares of AMC. How do you explain that? If it's not corruption.
Or maybe retail investors are taking profits I think you have a lot of faith in all your fellow apes. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of apes out there that move me.
I am not 10 shots in. I cannot do 10 shots that fast. I'm 5 in. 5 in. I should have made the board more difficult.
I think there's more of a liquid market than you think. And just people are buying shares doesn't mean that it's all the apes are holding the shares and it's only institutions and synthetic shares that are selling. I don't agree with that at all. Because
if you went to Atlantic City with me, I have a feeling you would be a very conservative gambler. You would probably only gamble like I'll give you an example, right? I go to Atlantic City.
Strongman's the type of guy to play the penny slot machines. I can guarantee it.
Would you do that?
Apefather be over on the $25 table. Roulette.
46% chance because it's basically you have the 0 and the 00 that can hit, and then you have black. You have about a 46% chance of winning. That's the maximum 5,000.
I know we have different temperaments, but there's just you have to listen to my criticism.
Jay Vaughn says you're throwing up tonight. I have not thrown up since college, Jay Vaughn. Not tonight. Not tonight, my friend.
They're constantly pumping the stock, and they're filling people's heads with a bunch of garbage. And they're convincing people to put massive amounts of money in this stock. And you even admit it's a freaking gamble. Now, how are you going to feel if you convince somebody, multiple people, to buy the stock, and then it goes to $5, $2? They're going to get freaking wrecked. So you got to have to think about like the repercussions. I would at least if you're going there talking about AMC, I would at least say, hey, you should not put the majority of your money because look what happened to my portfolio. I lost freaking half of my money on this thing.
Yeah, but everyone says that. Listen, you should only invest. I tell people all the time. I said, don't be an idiot. Like, no, I do. I say to people, don't invest your entire life savings in AMC. I said, invest what you're able to afford and what you're willing to lose. I say that all the time. A matter of fact, I've admitted on several occasions that I regretted putting all of my. I should have.
All right, guys, we're 30 minutes in. We're halfway into this debate. Assuming it's going an hour, I need your halftime vote. Who is winning this debate? Tell me in the comments who you think is winning. And do you think I'm going to be able to do 10 shots before this is over?
It really was. And a lot of that confidence has been trained, but I blame it on Gary Gensler. This is who I blame. I would love to meet that guy in person. I would love to have an interview. The way I'm having an interview with you, I would love to have an interview with Gary Gensler because I wouldn't shoot him. You understand? I would ask him the tough questions. And the tough questions is we need answers. We need to know, first of all, Adam Aaron has to prove to us, okay, how much do we really own of AMC? Now, Lou, are you familiar with Uncle Fester?
Yeah, I've seen him before. I made a couple of videos about him.
See, the thing is, Lou got me into AMC. He really did. I started watching
Lou?
Lou back in like May, and it was just something about him. Yeah, it was just something about him that was very likable and convincing. You know.
No wonder his whole channel's about Lou now. Lou got him into AMC. Everything's being revealed tonight.
He really got to me, and I went right in. But since then, you know, his conviction has been changed. Like now, it's like like for instance, he made a video where he got a shot today. He has like something wrong with him, like medically. I don't know what it is. He has migraines, and he said that it's because of the higher interest rates, and he was attributing the price of AMC being lower because of what's happening with the Fed. And you would probably agree to that. But you see, once again, I think there's the bigger picture. I think there were things going on. I believe there's a circle. You ever see the movie with Robert Denaro, the Circle of Trust? What was it? You know what I'm talking about. Meet the parents. Meet the parents. Remember, he's like, you're either in the circle or you're out of the circle. We're outside of the circle. People in the circle are Ken Griffin, the government. You understand? Janet.
That's not called the circle of the trust, Apefather. That's called the 1%, and you're not in it.
I want to get famous. You want me to tell you? I'm not really interested in YouTube money. See, people break my balls. They're like, "Oh, Apefather, I made $500 on YouTube." I'm being transparent with you. That's what I made. I made $500. Okay. I'm more interested that I got over 3.5 million views. Oh, okay, which I did. Listen, you could hate me, brother, but if you look at my total views, I got over 3.5 million total views. Now you got total about 1 million. Now, even though technically, I know I'm pissing you off right now, even though technically you get more views, in other words, right now, but I believe I'm being shadow banned. I believe corruption is everywhere.
You're not being shadow banned, dumbass. You're putting out videos nobody wants to watch, and 40 of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to say dumbass. I mean Apefather.
Yes, there's a little minority of people that are still obsessed with the stock, probably because they want to get their money back. But
I've told him twice that YouTube stops promoting your videos after 2 per day, but he said, I don't care. I just want to entertain. And then he still keeps on making videos. I'm shadow banned. It's not shadow banned. You're straight up banned because you put out more than 2 per day. Everybody knows that. I told you that, and you don't care.
I'm going to win the whole thing for everybody. You'll see. Look, give me 6 months. Listen to me. Now, I want you to remember this conversation on this day. Give me 6 months. You will see my face, my beautiful, handsome face. And your wife said I was a good-looking guy. You remember? She did.
Oh my God.
She said that I look like a man that will fight for my wife. She's right.
That's true. His wife did compliment the Apefather. Oh, Strongman. Scarlett would never say that, Strongman.
But I don't think they want to be bothered, Strongman. They don't want to be bothered. I tell them, I'm like, let's protest. Let's go to AMC corporate. Let's go to Washington. Let's go to New York City, Wall Street. They don't want to do it. Billy showed up.
Yeah, but doesn't that lack of enthusiasm tell you something? That maybe people are getting tired of the movement. They don't care anymore. It was fun. It was exciting. I actually have a friend that made a ton of money on AMC. But he was smart. He did some options. He sold it. He took his profits. And he didn't freaking FOMO buy at the top. That's what a lot of people treat AMC.
I hate that term FOMO buy.
But it is.
And anyone who...
Good thing I didn't put FOMO on there.
Anyone who says that doesn't believe in our movement. Now, I know you obviously don't believe in our movement.
AMC now.
What was that?
Are you buying AMC now?
Yes, but I wasn't. What happened was my wife changed my mind, okay? I stopped buying AMC, and I was only buying Gamestop. But then she pulled like an Adrian. You ever see Rocky 3 when Stallone was on the beach and he was afraid he couldn't beat Clubber Lang, Mr. T? And she was like,
I feel like this guy lives his life through Italian movie references, and it's really irritating.
And then I apologized to the AMC apes. I had some lunatic. Did you see that lunatic? Top secret trades, I think he is. He called me a pedophile. Did you see that?
No, I mean, honestly, I don't watch it that much. I hate to hurt your feelings, Apefather, but every once in a while, I'll see what the Apefather's up to.
But there's a lot of psycho. Like, look, you know what the problem is that it's people like this jackass. Okay, top ticker, trades. I think that's his name, this jackass. That makes the AMC apes look bad. You know, he knows that I'm a father who loves my children. And to make a statement like that is like the most horrific. And it's jerk-offs like that where we're not being taken. That's why they call us dumb money. I hate to say it because it's morons like that guy. But the thing is, we're not morons.
Number 6 out of 10. I cannot believe I'm doing this. The things I do to entertain you guys.
I can't reveal his name. I'll just say Cam from Connecticut. He knows. I call him the Ape Whisperer. Okay, this guy, he's a very successful guy. He's very successful.
I'm writing them down because I know I'm going to forget when I'm drunk.
He put
That's 6.
You think this guy put 10 times what I put in? And I look at people like him and I say, what's holding you up to this strong? And he tells me, he always says, listen to the Apefather. They have to cover at some point. They have to. This is too big of a play. They're not going to screw over millions and millions of retail investors. It will happen, but it's going to go through this turbulence. It's going to go through all of this stuff. At some point, we will see the sunrise. So that's it, man.
We'll see. Now, I do want to circle back to something. So you mentioned that Lou, what's it, Lou versus Wall Street, Lou on Demand? I think he changed his name.
Yeah, he changed his name like 10 times.
Yeah, he got you into AMC, right? He basically,
which is why I'm angry at him because
think about this. Really think about this. He got you into AMC. Now you're down what, 50 or 60%. Have you possibly considered that maybe you yourself are getting people into AMC, even though you say, "Oh, don't put a lot of money into it"? If you look at the thumbnail of your video, and all
I got nothing planned for tomorrow, so no worries, guys.
Don't you think you're kind of, repeating the same cycle that Lou did to you?
See, the problem is that I don't think you understand. This is what the problem is. I don't think you understand what it is we have to do to win. And the thing is, I don't think a lot of AMC apes even know what we have to do to win. And it's not buying and holding. Like, I don't want to be redundant. We have to get awareness. Like, we need to folks to see. You're not understanding something.
Then what are we
I know that you feel there's corruption, but you don't seem convinced of it. I'm convinced of it. See, the difference is you're speculating it. I'm 100% convinced that the only reason
the red pill versus the blue pill, baby. Strongman, what are you? Which one are you, Strongman?
You want to hear something that's sick? Okay, so this jerk off Gary Gensler, he comes out with a proposed rule. I know you probably heard of it, right? The transparency rule. Okay, so Elon Musk puts out a tweet saying you should add synthetics to this transparency, the proposed rule. Right now, he doesn't have synthetics in stupid rule. So it's like, it's a waste of, see, the thing is, Citadel Connect doesn't have to report anything going on in the dark pool. You understand?
If you're drinking, you owe me 10 shots.
They don't have to report it to the SEC. So as far as we know, there could be promissory notes of 1 trillion shares here. You know this has been going on I know you think it's funny, but this has been going on for years. Listen, hedge funds have been using naked shorts. You can laugh all you want. They haven't put.
Wait, he said GME? Fuck.
Okay, they put
fuck me.
They put Blockbuster Video out of business. It's all the use of naked shorting. And they're getting away with it.
Shit.
Naked shorting is illegal in America. It's illegal.
I think the problem you have is.
I should have put naked shorting on there. I'm writing down notes for the next bingo card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 good notes for the next bingo card.
Not because they're trying to screw over the company, but because they think it's a trash company and they think the stock is.
Wait, he said dark pool?
And you consider that maybe.
Holy shit! I'm dying tonight. Scarlett, get in here.
Right. But the thing is, AMC. Again, I know I can't prove this, but this was reported from. Listen, maybe Adam Aaron is the liar. He reported back in when I first got into AMC that there were 4 million retail investors that owned AMC. So he broke it down to like they owned an average of around 100 shares. Now this was in June. Obviously, we had a lot more people coming to this play.
If he says if he says short squeeze, we have a bingo.
8 million apes, retail investors. We're all holding this with diamond.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
Okay. Now here's another thing. Now you talk about fundamentals. AMC. Let me say this. AMC's fundamentals weren't even that bad. Their earnings report was tenfold. Okay, we earned, in our last earnings report, 1.7 billion versus the same period last year was 163 million. So it was tenfold earnings. Now I go to the movies all the time. I gotta tell you something, Strong. I gotta tell you, I can't.
I'm trying to get Scarlett to come in here and have a shot with me, but she got her freaking bunnies tonight.
You should be happy I'm not Well, listen,
Chicken wing again. No, we're not counting it twice.
I just went to go see, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It was packed. I couldn't even get a spot. Last time I tried to go to Batman, I had to wait till the next day because it was sold out. People are actually going into the movies. It was reported once again by Adam Aaron that more people are actually going to the movies now than before the coronavirus. I mean, you would think less people would be going. Right?
KG, I see your comment about Common Sense Investor. I'm not working tonight, my friend. No comments about anybody's videos.
I think we are being cheated. I think that there's a circle that we're not in. Ken Griffin is in it. Gary Gensler is in it. And I just think, listen, you hear this from you hear this from Congress. Did you see how they ripped Ken Griffin apart?
Go back and watch Strongman versus Meet Kevin. He has that same look on his face. He needs to learn to look at the camera every now and then. He's got that irritated, don't know how to look in the camera look on his face.
They can keep these bio-owners like that for 30 days.
At least the Apefather knows how to look in the camera. I mean, that's like acting 101. You fucking look at the lens like it's your friend. What is Strongman looking at?
These firms can make a fortune off all the commissions and fees. So
I am 6 shots in for those asking, and I think I owe 10. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I owe 11. I might not make it.
So I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't recover. It is it's possible AMC can recover, and maybe it would be a good time to buy it at some point in the future. But right now, it is not doing well. I mean, even if the earnings are getting less and less unprofitable, it's still losing money hand over fist, and it's time.
But it's losing money the way my wife got breast cancer, of no fault of her own. See, this is what you're not understanding. It's not losing money because, listen, this is not a fair playing game. This is not fair. Okay, you're gonna see in time. It's gonna come out that I won't stop. Look, I'm not gonna quit. I am gonna tell you right now, if it takes me the rest of my life, I am gonna dedicate my whole life to get this corrupt out. I will. And you're gonna see one day that it will.
Stacia, number 7 is for you.
Gary Gensler.
Number 7 for Stacia.
I can't say, listen, I have to say the word alleged. I have to say alleged because I can't prove it. And based on everything that I'm seeing, there's
holy shit.
And that's why we have to get more awareness. So one of the reasons I make people like, why are you making 100 videos a day? Like the reason is not because of money. It's not because of money. I'm not really making that much money. I just want to get as many views because you know what my goal is? I want to be the guy on CNBC. Not friggin' Matt the Weasel Courts.
You want to be the guy on CNBC? Look, he's laughing. He's laughing. No, you on, please God, no. No.
Okay, you need another probably 500,000 on YouTube ad revenue. The guy has merchandise. He just signed a deal with Rumble. He's a millionaire. And that's another thing that really pisses me off because we're supposed to be a movement where we get rich together. It's like
movement. Whoever said movement should be on there.
We're supposed to be a movement where all of us get rich or all of us go down with the ship. And it really bothers me where I see a few select apes like Lou, for instance, Uncle Festo, who's a complete pathological liar turned out. I wish I would have knew this back in June. I fell for his trap. The guy's making, that guy's making $40,000 a month on YouTube. How do you feel about that? Like Lou versus
Strongman's like, I don't give a fuck.
Right now on YouTube.
Yeah, but see, that's a big criticism I have. You say, I'm doing it for awareness.
Don't say grifter.
These people on YouTube that are talking about AMC, they're all in it for the money. They're all in there to capitalize on the current popularity.
A select few are.
I think all of them are, or the vast majority of them. And what they're doing is they're going to make money because they're going to get ad revenue, maybe they're going to get signed by Rumble or whatever, super chats. But at the end of the day, they're still screwing the average retail investor by convincing them to buy a dying theater company. That's great.
Right, see,
I think it's
we're never going to see eye to eye in this. You know what it is? Me and you look at AMC in a completely different way. You see it as a dying theater company. You see it that the hedge funds are winning. And I see it that we're being cheated.
I see it as ultimately Strongman Finance is going to be featured in my Moass video.
Of what a douchebag Ken Griffin is. And I believe I believe the culprit here, the biggest culprit is Gary Gensler. Because he's not, what is he doing? Listen, he admitted it. He said, I want to end payment for order flow, he says. Then do it.
Tindy time, don't let me down. Hashtag country strong. Look, I'm like 7 shots in, Tindy time. You can do 7 fucking Bud Lights. No, don't wuss out on me, country.
Some people are going to have more advantages. Some people are going to, get born into better circumstances. Why are you so obsessed that there's potentially some kind of unfairness going on with AMC? Why is it becoming your life's mission?
How can you not fucking see it, Chris? What the fuck?
See, I don't want to get political, but
It's not politics.
Because there's the only way I can explain myself. Look at Donald Trump.
Oh, fucking Donald Trump shit again.
They said, you know what? He's an entertainer. He's not a politician. He's a real estate developer. They thought he had absolutely no chance of winning. The reason why he won is because of the same thing I'm fighting for, which I wish he would get involved. I wish he was the president, right? I wish he.
If only Donald Trump would get involved in AMC, that would guarantee the Moass.
I just feel like it's a circle. I just feel like it's a circle, and we're in it. Either we got to be in it together, and I just think we need somebody who's going to expose the corruption. I was hoping it was going to be Donald Trump. I mean, I was really hoping, but Wall Street is still the same, corrupt place it was today. I mean,
Everyone knows that Wall Street's corrupt. I don't know if you know this, but I actually used to be a financial advisor. It was a very brief stint. I mean, I don't know if you consider that.
I like Donald Trump, but even I know he's corrupt. Come on, Apefather.
Is a complete and utter scheme. And once I did that, I said, oh my God, I really understand now why index funds, which actually deprive Wall Street of money, are the true answer to fighting Wall Street. Instead of buying a stock that all these hedge funds and brokerages are making a freaking killing on. Y'all got your one victory with that short squeeze where you caught them with their pants down. Going forward, you're making all the brokerage houses and all these hedge funds a freaking fortune because they can play both sides of the coin.
You want to know what it is? It's there's a song by Cher, okay, All or Nothing.
Cher?
And that's the way I see this. I'm going to just keep fighting this, even if I have to fight. Like I told the apes, I said, I'll do protests alone. If I have to fight this battle by myself and win the battle,
I'll do protests alone, but only for a maximum of 7 minutes.
not stop until justice is going to be done here.
My limit is 7 minutes, and then I need to find the nearest cafe.
If I ever get an opportunity, I was hoping Charles Payne would interview me, but I didn't have enough.
Billy, are you in for a burger?
If we had 1,000 people at that protest, Charles Payne would have came down. Okay, but you see, that's why I get mad at the apes, because they don't understand the power they have. If they would just show up with me, and if we would protest together in Washington, if we would protest in
Wait, did he say short squeeze?
Major media coverage, and let me speak.
Fuck me.
Who's going to be the voice? Matt the Weasel? Now Trey, I got really pissed off at Trey.
Are you guys kidding me? I can't even pay attention to what they're saying anymore.
And so is Astro. And they're doing it. He's AMC they're like, listen, caller, I gotta make money. And it's like everybody, and like Teddy Zane, he's another one, Teddy Zane. Me and Teddy, we kind of had like what's called a love-hate relationship. We wanted to kill each other one time, but then he saw that I was kind of like a Jerry Springer, that I just kind of get in your face type of thing. And he said, so I think.
Ooh, all right, that's number 8. Believe it or not.
I can't stand that Teddy Zane is on Robin Hood. Like he made this video one time.
8 and 50 minutes.
To do what I'm about to do, Teddy Zane, right? He goes, I'm gonna put 60,000 in one shot. He goes, and I'm like, but Teddy, you're putting it on Robinhood. You're putting it on a payment for order flow platform. They're gonna just hit that 60,000. They're gonna freaking keep it in the dark pool for 30 days. And ultimately, that's what they did. And
new guy, thank you for trying to keep up. Thank you, new guy, for trying to keep up. We're 8 in. If you're playing the drinking game, you owe like 12 now. Shit, I just dropped my pencil.
But if we accomplish what we set out for, there is a potential. Now, let me put it to you this way. You know that AMC in 2021, I don't know if you know this because you seem like a very intelligent person. It was the most profitable stock. That was over 2,000% return. Do you know this?
If you bought
Wait, AMC Panda Dark Pool. Did he say Dark Pool?
I understand what you're saying, cannot deny that there were people who did, right? There had to be some people who bought AMC at like $5 a share. And
I already have dark pool on there.
No, it didn't. No, it did not. No, it didn't. Listen to me. You see, you're not being realistic. Listen to me. What happened with games? You're not being realistic. Come on.
He didn't say generational wealth.
We made a movie about it.
You guys are lying to me
We
now.
made a movie about it. Do you understand this? You could go right now to AMC theaters and you could watch Rise of the Gamestop.
KC, you're talking to a true.
And you need to pay a little bit more respect. Bro, we went from $8 to
No, I don't want to say it to be insulting to Italians. KC, I've done gambe with like 50 Chinamen around the round table. I'm not going to be throwing up. Trust me on that.
There's one freaking dude there. I mean, nobody really has a conviction or overconfident in the conviction of your fellow apes. I'm sure there's a couple out there that are 100% committed, but if you actually look at the facts and the evidence, people are getting bored of it, and a lot of people lost a lot of money, and they're eventually going to sell, especially if it does.
I may be going to bed early tonight.
Can I tell you this? The
Dr.
people who
McLevin,
do it,
yes.
And you're going to regret it. Do you know that there are people right now? But listen to me. There are people right now that feel that are. I'm talking big finance people that GameStop and AMC, okay, are the best potential. Okay?
One thing I learned when I went to these dinners with the Chinese in Shanghai, Taipei, all those places that I went to, there'd be 20 or 30 of them around the table trying to get me drunk, each one giving me a toast. I got a drink for every one of them that drinks. Tony, gambe, sake. One thing you never do is get up from the table. If you get up from the table to go to the bathroom, you're done. So if you guys see me get up, I'm done. Do not get up. Just sit there. Maintain your composure. You're fine. You're fine. Don't do a George Bush. Don't just like puke off to the side of the table. It was bad fish. But seriously, once you get up and walk around, you're fucked.
He's going to turn everybody. He's going to give up everybody. And then Gary Gensler's going to give up. We need magic. And you're going to see something. When that day comes, okay, you're going to see something with AMC and GameStop that's going to make your head spin like Linda Blair from The Exorcist. You're going to see something. You're going to kick yourself in the ass that you weren't a part of this. And I am going to be a multi-millionaire. Listen to me. I have 3,400 shares. If 1,000 a share, that's 3.4 million. You know, if it goes to 10,000 a share, 34 million.
Apefather, somebody has to buy those shares from you. Who is going to buy those shares from you? Yeah, the
What I
stock
believe-
may go up. It may go up
Right.
massively. Let's say there is a short squeeze.
I've done a lot of homework.
Great. Who's going to buy it? Who's going to buy it?
I've done a lot of homework. Okay, tell us.
Insured up to $70 trillion.
Bullshit.
So even if AMC technically went to
Bullshit, Apefather.
So the DTCC
We've been telling you for a year the DTCC is not insured, dumbass. Sorry, didn't mean to say dumbass.
I'm not making any predictions. Understand, I don't give financial advice. Let me make this clear. I am not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice like you. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm primarily an entertainer.
No!
Theoretically,
He said fucking entertainer.
up to $70 trillion. According to them, they have insurance up to $70 trillion.
14 shots. This is not humanly possible, you guys.
AMC short squeeze went up that high. It potentially led to $50 trillion. I don't know where that money would come from being paid out. They would have
I might have to tap out. 14 shots is not.
Let me ask you a question. If you won a lawsuit, let me ask you a question. And you won,
He said financial advisor. No, he didn't say that. Rewind the tape. He did not say financial advisor.
You fell from a 100th floor all the way down straight. There was a hole in the stairs. You went down 100 stories. Okay, so you win $20 million from Helmsley, Empire State Building. Okay.
Oh
Would you,
shit!
like, not fight with all of your energy and power to get that money? Let's say they said to you, "Look."
Did he say financial advisor for real?
They're going to try to open it, right?
That's a totally different scenario. I can actually, if I have a legitimate case, I can go to court and I can win the case. With AMC, nobody's gonna buy.
I'm gonna keep going till till I can't for you guys. This is the point. It's Friday night. We're having fun.
actually
This week
accomplish
sucked.
the impossible, right? Let's pretend. Can we pretend for a second?
He said financial advisor.
$1,000 a share, and I was able to put in a sell order. Let's just say for 3,400.
He said financial planner. Yes.
Fidelity accepted it, put it through.
I did not hear financial advisor. Don't fucking lie to get me drunk.
Trying to withdraw it, $340 million, right?
Who do you think you are, my wife?
Right? Is that what you're saying? I'm a little confused. Are you saying now I was successfully able to put in a sell order?
I'm saying nobody will buy this year. I'm not saying Fidelity's going to like process the order because all Fidelity, they're the middleman. They find somebody that wants to buy. You want to sell, and they hook you guys up. But the thing is, somebody
Drink water. Water is for tomorrow, my friend.
But you have a.
It's Friday night. Come on.
But you have a very good lawsuit because if you could prove that you sold.
KL says you are kind of drunk. Well, I'm 8 or 9 shots in, KL. The point of tonight is to entertain you guys. The past 2 days have sucked. If I can provide a few hours of entertainment for you, it's the least I can do. This fucking debate is entertainment. I'm just the extra entertainment.
If you have evidence, listen, if you have proof that you executed this, like you said, Fidelity is the middleman, correct? So let's say Fidelity executed a sale for $100,000 price, AMC price, at 3,400 shares. You have $340 million, according to what I have, right? So now, of course, who's going to pay you? There's going to be no, obviously, hedge fund is going to pay you. Like, no individual investor is going to pay you.
All right, we're 1 hour. We're 1 hour in. Shit, I can't talk.
You have to go to court. And hey, I have no problem.
I am feeling the 8 shots. We're 1 hour in. I need your votes. Who is winning? Be realistic. Who's winning? I think I'm not capable of judging at this point. It's starting to kick in. 8 shots is starting to kick in. 8 shots in an hour.
You promised me one thing. Can we just spend 5 minutes? Because you're a tough guy, right? You're a Strongman Finance. Can we just spend, I don't know when you want to end this, but can we just spend 5 minutes talking about like a personal thing? It doesn't have to be right now, but I just want 5 minutes.
How does Apefather win every debate? How is this fucking possible? This fucking dude's a CPA.
Why are you going to a supermarket? Let me ask you something.
Why are you letting him win, you VT shill?
No, I just want to understand this. When you actually posted a picture, listen to me, where you said that you were very upset that I guess it was like a brand name, it was something, whatever it was. Maybe it was $2 more than the average.
By the way, we're going up next week. Fuck today. Fuck yesterday. You guys saw a couple of the short squeeze plays running up today. I know you saw it. Next week will be good.
No, but this is what I do believe. And I said it, I don't want to be redundant. I believe that if you have evidence, okay, where you have to have evidence. Like you have let's say that I can prove.
I see a lot of votes for Apefather. Strongman getting his cheeks clapped again. He got his cheeks clapped by Meet Kevin. Go back and watch that. He's getting his cheeks clapped again by the Apefather.
I took a screenshot of it. I have $34 million in my account. I believe that, yes, you could, you know what you could do? You could do one of two things.
Strongman reminds me of me in my 20s. When I believe the system was correct. The system is fucked. Fucking take the right pill, motherfucker. You've been taught wrong. What you were taught in school is not right. Wake up, VT shill.
You see, you know what the problem is that you're not understanding. There's a difference between cash and there's a difference between stock, which is paper. Okay, so
someone says, I bet you can't drink water. All right, just for you. This is full of water.
Let me ask you this question. Maybe somebody might be willing to pay $1,000 a share. Right? See, that might be. You might get a guy who might do it. That's 3 point. You want me to look at Volkswagen? Look at Volkswagen. Look at what happened. I know you're gonna laugh.
Oh, that was needed.
Berkshire Hathaway's like, what is it, close to 500,000?
Why are you talking about Volkswagen and Berkshire Hathaway? That's like the most fucking ridiculous comparison ever. You don't know what a PE ratio is? Obviously.
But the point I'm saying is, I'm just making a point. No, but I think you're missing what the point is. Would you agree that there are people buying Berkshire Hathaway? They're paying, I have to look at the market.
Come on, fucking Apefather. Look up the definition of PE ratio. Do you know what price to earnings means? Exactly.
Forget about that.
The price is not the measure.
Now what you're trying to do is
You're trying to talk finance to me.
consumers have the right to pay. No, but listen to me. This is an open market we live in America. This is a free market. Listen to me. I could have a piece of gold that's worth $2,000 an ounce. But let's just say you don't want to go through a middleman. You say to me, listen, I'll give you $3,000 an ounce. Transactions like that happen every day, bro. Listen to me. I'll give you a perfect example, okay? When I bought my house, now you're going to be impressed with this. You're going to see what a good businessman, because you break my balls all the time. Listen to this, right? The guy was in a desperate state. Okay, he was selling my house at 25 Hillside Ave, right? He had to move to another state for his job. He had to sell ASAP. Now, he currently had an offer, but that offer was a contingency where the buyer had to sell their home. I walked in. I was ready to close. I had the cash. I was able to bring him down from 380 to 3. I think I bought it for 320. I got to check. It's either 323. It was a 2018. But I was able to immediately gain $60,000 in equity. Because what? Because it's all about a person's like what condition you're in. He got to sell quick. You still
What condition are you in, Apefather?
I guess what I'm saying to you is this: you don't know what deals could be made after the transaction. There could be deals.
I mean, the most insane deal in the world. Like, somebody could pay $1 trillion for my house. Maybe. But is it going to happen? No, it's not. Okay, that's just.
Well, people are paying $500,000 for one share. You just said it. There are people who are paying $500,000 for one share per week. Berkshire Hathaway. So
Because they have earnings. Hello.
Yeah, but theoretically, but hold on for a second. If someone can pay one share $500,000, right? Why can't someone buy one share of AMC for $100,000? Theoretically, would you agree it is possible? But theoretically, is it possible? But is it possible?
Anything's possible. But the reason people pay $500,000.
Oh, look at Apefather. He's like, I proved my point. He said it was possible.
I can get $100,000 just pulling numbers out of my butt in profits every year. So it actually makes sense to pay $500,000 for Berkshire Hathaway. If you buy AMC for $500,000, you're losing money. You're losing massive amounts of money. It's completely different. You cannot compare paying $500,000 for Berkshire Hathaway to paying $500,000 for AMC. Two entirely different things.
Do you own more than one car?
Maybe.
No, seriously. Do you own one car or 2 cars?
3.
You own 3 cars.
Yeah.
So is that car the one that's all beat up? That's just so you're not putting your baby in there, right? That's just for you.
Yeah, we actually I just put him in the back seat. Whatever.
But in the car, the one you were driving in when you were eating the food and you had to rip it at the top. You put your baby in that car?
Did you see a car seat in there?
No.
No. We got multiple cars. You think Strongman doesn't provide? I got this great.
No, I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to figure you out because I like you. Listen, I think you're a funny guy. I really like you. But I'm just trying to understand. I have a lot of friends of mine that they're like, how can I say it's cheap? Like, you know what I mean? So what they do is like, we'll go out for dinner and like, because they know I'm nuts, I'll spend $300. They'll contribute $30 or in some cases nothing. In some cases I'll buy the whole dinner. So I'm trying to like imagine if me and you went out for a dinner. Let's say you took your wife and me and my wife went out with you, right? Couples night. Let's say my mom was watching my kids and your friends were watching your baby. And I say I want to buy a $300 bottle of Cristal. What would you do? Would you be willing to pay half of that bottle? No. I'm trying to understand. So you would be completely.
I bet. I bet that Strongman Finance has never had a $300 bottle of Cristal.
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself cheap.
Have you ever had a bottle of Dom Perignon in your life? Have you ever drank Dom Perignon?
No, I like standard beer.
No, I like $7 HEB champagne.
One day, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. When we Moaz, which I know you don't believe is going to happen, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I'm going to take you to an island. It's called Ape Island. Okay. And I'm going to get you.
Ape Island. He said it.
I'll tell you why.
He said Ape Island.
Underwear and we'll service Dom Perignon.
You know what? We actually Boaz. There's always the possibility. You never know. I think it's a very remote chance, but it's possible. If it
What is Vanguard paying percentage-wise a year?
What are they paying?
Like, what's the interest that you're getting? Like 10% a year, 8%?
I mean, VT's return, I don't know exactly, maybe 11 or 12% compounded over the last 10 years, which is it's not the best return in the world, but the whole point of buying an index is, you're growing your wealth with the world, and you're not trying to time all these different stocks.
Wait, he said car seat, J. Beebs.
See, this is the problem I have with this. You gotta see a guy like me. I'm gonna tell you, I need about
J. Beebs. You can't do that to me. Car seat is not on the list, but I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots I owe you guys. I'm 8 in. J. Beebs, just for you, I'll do number 9. Just for you.
I'm talking about entertainment expense. So I would have to have. No, listen to me.
Holy shit. The things I do to entertain you guys on a Friday night.
$2 million invested, right, in your index fund, just for me to have fun.
Number 9. Number 9 in wait. 1 hour and 7 minutes.
Let me explain it because I want you to understand. I think everything with me is
I dare you guys to meet me in Vegas.
I live big.
Just say.
So I can't see, even though right now, you know how sick I am? I'm going to make you understand how mentally sick I am.
Holy.
Even though I'm down 70%,
Wait.
I'm still more comfortable being invested in AMC and Gamestop because of the potential of generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
See, I
Ah. Fuck me. Oh, fuck me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 shots I owe you guys. I'm going to kill myself tonight. Fuck me.
Now, the idea is that I have a voice. Now, my voice is very strong. And I'll go with, let me tell you, Ken Griffin would be very afraid. Let me tell you something. If Ken Griffin was face to face with me, he would run down the street. He would run for his life. Because I'm not afraid of nothing. Lou tries to threaten me all the time, but this is going to sue me. Because I happen to call out, I called him out, listen, unfortunately, Lou did a lot of bad shit in his life. I'm not going to go there with Lou. Let's leave Lou out of it. But Lou was convicted of fraud. I don't know if you know this.
I dropped my vape and the thing fell off, so I'm going to try and find it. It's on the floor somewhere. Hang on 1 second.
He has to pay back that $73,000, and he's under a 3-year supervision. He lives with his mom currently. He claims he owns 2 Teslas. We've never seen. You know what I don't like about? He's a pathological liar. You know, listen to this story, man. He claims he knows hedge funds. He says they meet him in the park. This is the truth. He doesn't even have a disclaimer on his YouTube. No, but this is what he says. Listen to this. He said that a bank offered him more money than he would make on the Boaz. A corrupt bank, he said, to turn over retail to him. And you know the guy has over 80,000 subscribers. 80,000 subscribers with this bullshit.
Oh, you should see some of the people I talk about. I got people that have millions that I talk about. And say
you had me, Kevin. How did you get that guy to? That guy is a very successful guy, no?
I mean, nobody can resist my charm after a while.
Well, like I said, that guy's got like $40 million in a portfolio, no?
Oh, he did. I think this.
All right, I'm back. I had Meet Kevin on the bingo card. I'm glad I took that off. Hey, Scarlett, you want to come join us?
I was surprised he came on. But I'm actually more astounded.
You don't want to join us?
I've never been more proud.
Oh, come on.
But, I mean,
It's Friday night.
Listen,
It's Apefather versus Strongman Finance.
I will send you, if you give me an address, okay, $17. Chicken wings is gonna be on me next. Okay, how about I'll tell you what, I'll up it to 20. I will send you a Buffalo, okay, chicken wings card. You just tell me where to send it. It's on the 8 ball. The $20 for you, bro. All right, you got it. He's negotiating it. I gotta meet you in the middle.
All right, I found it.
30. I gotta win. $30. Now listen, the reason is because I feel bad. Listen, the reason I'm offering you this card is I want to save you the embarrassment of having to have your coworker buy you chicken wings. I think I'm gonna start buying you chicken wings, bro.
Hey, if someone's gonna offer me free stuff, I'll take
Chicken wings getting really used now. Here we are 1 hour into it. Chicken wings, chicken wings, chicken wings. I'm only doing it once, so.
We do magic with AMC Gamestop. You're gonna be very impressed with what I will accomplish. All right, brother. Have a good night. And that's all I have to say. Hey, brother, out.
Wait, that's it? That's it? That's it? All right, guys, that is it. Who won? This is your final vote. That debate went 1 hour and 11 minutes. I need your final votes right now. I'm going to tally them up. I'm like 8 or 9 shots in of 14 that I owe you. I don't think I'm going to get all 14 in, guys. Just being honest, I'm a trooper. I did the best I could. Tony Denaro wins. Bigham says we all got dumber from that. Apefather, 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 Apefather. Look, when we have the final party, the MOAS party in Vegas, I can fucking guarantee you I will drink all of these lightweights under the table. Not that I'm an alcoholic. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but I am a professional. Lou won. Someone said Yucca Frita. Danny, shots on me. All right, my friend. Shots on the house. Look, Danny, when we go to Vegas, the shots are on the house. We don't pay for shots in Vegas. It don't work that way. We don't pay for shots. We don't pay for dinner. We don't pay for the hotel room. That's not how you do Vegas. If you're paying for anything in Vegas, you're doing it wrong. And if you want to know how to not pay for stuff in Vegas, come hang out in the live stream one time and ask the questions. I'll tell you how not to pay for shit. Hookers you might have to pay for. But other than that, if you want to know how not to pay for shit, well, even maybe that I might have some tips. But the rest of the stuff, hotel, food, shots, you want to know how not to pay for that? Let me know. I'll hook you up. Phil for real said he would debate Apefather next. We need to hold him to it. I don't even know what they debate about. All right, guys. It is Friday night. It is only 8:14 p.m. and I am, by my count here, if my count is correct, 8 or 9 shots in out of 14 that I owe you. I'm not going to do 14. Sorry, that was just too quick. But I think 8 or 9 is a fair effort, you got to admit, for an hour and 30 minutes. I hope I provided you guys a little bit of entertainment tonight. I hope you got some value out of You didn't get any value out of that show. Who are we kidding? That was the Apefather versus Strongman Finance. Anyways, I'll see what I can put out for you guys tomorrow over the weekend. If you got any questions, things you want to really know about, DM them to me on Twitter. Send them to me on email, and I will see you guys mañana. Thank you.